As Amazon gets more competitive, it gets harder and harder to know what data to look at. I want to walk you through a custom spreadsheet that we built here at Nomads to help our brands understand one of the hardest metrics in Amazon: lifetime value of a customer and repeat purchase rate. So stay tuned because there is a lot of cool custom data in here that we're currently doing for our clients, that if you want to reach out to us and ask more questions about, we're happy to give you feedback on this, because our account managers came to me and they were having troubles figuring out lifetime value for our supplement clients, our beauty brands, our repeat purchase brands, any brand that has a subscribe and save type of item. Because as we all know, for those, ACOS is a lot higher. It's trickier. So when you see high ACOS for a first order, clients tend to freak out. But because they don't have real numbers on lifetime value and the actual customer data, if these people buy 2 and 3 times. So I'm going to dive right in here with this spreadsheet. And again, please reach out to us, join our school community. These are the sorts of advanced things that we are constantly adding to our internal network. This is a supplement brand. Okay, this is a supplement brand that has these numbers here. So going back about, I think this is 10 months, right? You can see back in January, February, they only had 3,000 customers a month. We've been slowly ramping up, and now the past few months, we've really hit it hard, and we're getting 10,000 customers a month. So over this time period, we've got 100,000 customers, 90 are new, 11 are repeat. Right off the bat, a lot of you probably don't even know that. You don't know those numbers. So just having that alone is huge, because you know that 90-10 split. These businesses are built off of repeat customers. If you can, this right here, this tells us that every customer who does repeat purchase is doing it so every 72 days. So with all the tools that we have at our disposal, DSP, sponsored display retargeting, if you're running some sort of Google ad, we have this 72-day time period, and we can say, hey, after 80 days, if they stop your ordering, hey, you haven't ordered this, do you want to buy it again? Or after 65 days, right before that, we put a little reminder in front of them, hey, it's time for you to reorder. So just having a little piece of information like this gives us a huge leg up on the competition. This right here, as well as what we're looking at. So new versus repeated. So if we look at March to April of last year, right, we had about 6,000 new and like 1,500 repeated customers. Now, what's interesting here is there's some dips. So what we can see is, how long are these people rebuying? Is it 3 months? Is it 6 months? And then do they fall off, right? Do they buy this 3 times? But just having this number, okay, 70%, of our new people, or our orders this month are new, and 30% are repeated. It just gives us a little more info to know what to do with an in-depth strategy. And more importantly, get a clear picture on our numbers. So this is what's really cool that I'm sure a lot of you are gonna want. And this is a 4 SKU catalog. So super small catalog, very small, and we have about $19 average order, right? This is the info people need. 60, 90, 120, 365. We take into average how many times these people are buying these SKUs, right? For 60 days, on average, they buy like 1.2, so it's $20, but after a year, their average order value is $22 for this one. And for this one, it's $26, because that's how many times they kind of rebuy it. This is what we need to look at here. As you get a higher customer value, your break-even ACOS actually increases. So that's why a lot of people, if they have, say in this example, if they have a 55% ACOS and they're saying, hey, I'm not making money on that. You're not making money on it on the first order. But if you have someone who buys 3 of these, you actually are making money on that. So that's what you need. You need to say, hey, what is this customer value? What is this break-even ACOS? Those are the numbers you go after. That's how you get more aggressive. That's how you get new customers, is you look at lifetime value. Don't think about selling one product. Think about obtaining a customer. For those of you who watch Shark Tank, they always talk about customer acquisition cost. What's your customer acquisition cost, right? They don't tell you, hey, what's your break even on one single product? I mean, that's good to know, but if you're constantly acquiring customers, then you're growing your brand. So this is interesting too. This is something else we dive into. For sake of argument, we're going to focus on SKU 1 here. It's the best seller. So SKU 1, we're saying of the repeat purchasers, all of them buy it 100% of the time, right? Everyone who buys this product, who repeat purchase it, buys it 1% of the time. Then 16% of them buy it twice. 6% buy it 3, 4% buy it 4. So from 2 to 3 is a huge drop off for us. And it's the same thing for SKU number 2. It goes from 18 people buying it twice to only 7% of the people buying it 3 times. This is where we want to tweak our funnel a little bit. So we want to say, hey, after that second bottle that these people buy, how do we re-engage with them? What's a remarketing ad we put in front of them? What's that time period? Is it, around that 72 days? So they have their second bottle. They usually each last 30 days. So they're right at about 60 days. Okay. So now what do we do to re-engage with them after those 60 days to get them to buy it a third time? So now just looking at a single product, this is just, these are all kind of the same numbers, but we keep going a little bit deeper every single time. So SKU number 1, you can see where Nomads came in, right? You can see where Nomads came in, and we really hit it hard in the beginning of this year. So we have this lifetime value of this customer is $24. So instead of thinking that, hey, this is a $19 product, in reality, it's more of a $24 product because that's our lifetime value. So we can take that extra $5 and bake that into our ad spend and be a little more aggressive and know that that is what we're going to get out of this customer is $24 worth of product, not 19. We have new versus repeated, and we have the unique customers, right? And then it's just the same graph, but just with one SKU, so we can really dive in, right? So we have all of this here. We have that 67 days. That's what I said. That's kind of the magic number. For those of you who have access to DSP, who are a little more engaged with maybe the funnel and the journey of your customers, you can say, okay, after 60 days, boom, we start to push those ads in front of them because that's when they're going to reorder. If you have no data, you're going to be guessing. You're going to say, is it 30 days? Is it 100? No, it's 67. So all of this stuff is very simple numbers, but it's very hard to find. So I hope that you have some way of finding this. Again, if you don't, reach out to us. We're starting to build this and build more internal tools for the Nomads clients and our network of people. So please reach out to us so that we can continue helping you in your Amazon journey.